Cody, tell us what we're doing here.
We have to put the lawnmowers into that shop. And we go back, grab the other one, bring it up here, and then we put all those into a neat spot, and then we grab the other blue lawnmower, and we put that in there too.
Chores.
Yeah.
Let's get to it.
A girl.
A girl?
Yes, I thought glass.
That sounds like a fancy birthday party for a girl.
Yeah,
So let me talk to you about something real quick. You can't be missing hunting time going to some girl's birthday party.
No, she wants you, Carson.
She wants you.
No, she does. She likes Griff.
No, she wants you, Carson.
She likes Griff, Kane.
She just says that so then,
Why do you chase her?
She's diverting the attention.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is.
Is Griff gonna be at the birthday?
No.
Oh my God, that's the whole
sign.
There's the sign.
Learning to bow hunt in North Dakota has been an addiction. Growing up in the big woods of Ohio, this flat, open terrain provides a new and different challenge for us. For the past 7 years, we've started our season up here, and we learn something new every year. We've had the opportunity to introduce the landowner's son, Kane, into bow hunting the last few years. He's 15 years old now, shooting a compound, and a sponge for the knowledge that we share with him. It's motivating how intrigued Kane is learning the sport and learning the deer. Whether Kane is the one hunting or not, he just loves being out there with us. But today, Kane's parents told him he can't go hunting until he finishes his chores. A storm is rolling through in perfect time for our afternoon hunt, so you better believe we're doing chores with him.
As soon as this rain stops, he's gonna get up. They're calling for 60-mile-an-hour winds and like an inch size hail. So we're gonna have to hunker down for a little while.
Wow, you're not getting in a tree in this. Not even if you're a badass like me.
The sun is here, and that means the deer are gonna be up. I'm taking Dean in, dropping him off. He's going after Fudd. I'm picking Kane up. We're going after Bin Laden. Tonight is gonna be good. Kane and I are going to the molehill after Bin Laden. Could be a crazy hunt.
Kane and I went in not really knowing what to expect. Honestly, I was just happy to be hunting with him. I knew deer had been hitting this alfalfa, so we should see some action. If something got close enough, maybe Kane could get his first shot. But Kane was adamant if the big boy made an appearance, he wanted me to shoot. He's still gaining confidence with his bow, so just being there to observe will be a learning lesson in itself.
Endangered species hard to find. I'll give you some alone time. I need to go catch a high tide, 'cause I don't feel free. So I'm letting you know where I want to be.
He last bedded in the middle of this alfalfa field. We're gonna get back in there and start searching for him.
Shot that deer from up on that dirt mound right there. 2 of us hiding in the grass.
I'm gonna talk about how strong deer are. This deer is still alive. Unfortunately for Kane, it was back to school. For David and I, it was time to re-strategize and refocus because we needed to figure out how to get another shot at this deer. It wasn't going to be easy. This deer was in the middle of 160 acres of alfalfa, but fortunately after sunrise the wind kicked up and it was going to be the cover we needed to put a stalk on this deer.
Got him, baby. Come on. What a sneak up. And he finished him off. That is hunting at its finest.
Well, that wasn't exactly how we drew it up. But if you bow hunt long enough, you realize that not everything's going to be perfect. Every hunt will find a new way to challenge you. We were grateful that even though Kane had to go back to school and couldn't be with us, his luck was still on our side.
Alright, well, going in after a new buck tonight, new hunt, new sit, new spot. We hung this little stand up yesterday. You can only get one person in this tree. It's a real small tree, only about 9, maybe 10 feet off the ground. Before we went in for David's deer, we got trail cam pictures of a buck we call East Coast. With this being the last afternoon we were going to be able to hunt, we took care of David's deer as quick as we could, and I was able to get ready with enough time to get an afternoon in the tree. I was honestly really nervous because this particular area was very tough to get into, and this was going to be a solo mission. So the pressure was on me, but these high winds were going to allow me to get into the spot.
Hello?
Hey,
What's up?
dude, I just hit that buck back.
You did not.
Oh my god, dude, I'm so mad at myself. Dude, he was right underneath me.
Are you shitting me?
I got lucky getting another shot at him because he spooked. I'm so low to the ground. Regardless, we got an arrow in him, and we got to do our job to go do whatever we can to recover him.
This stand is like 8 feet off the ground, and he was standing right there.
Since it got dark after I shot, the plan was for me to get back in the stand, and I was going to direct David to the last spot I saw the deer. We knew finding the deer could be a huge challenge, being in hundreds of acres of beans that were waist deep.
I got him, David! Oh my god! Yes! Yes! Thank you, Lord! Thank you, Lord! What a... Oh my god! He didn't go anywhere. Oh my god, dude!
The most rewarding part of this trip to me is looking back at our entire North Dakota journey as a whole. Seeing how far we've come from not really seeing deer or getting near one our first couple years out here to having a trip like this is the most gratifying feeling to me. You look back and you enjoy all the moments and experiences we've been through to get to this point. To me, this is honestly the best part about teaching someone like Kane to bow hunt. We get to sort of retrace back to that stage of our bow hunting life, and we get to relive it through Kane. It brings a whole new meaning to bow hunting when it comes full circle like that. Breeding a new bow hunter, creating these friendships, and passing on this incredible tradition. So Kane had a big 15th birthday coming up in October, and one of the only things he wanted to do was bow hunt. Dave and I were both obviously tagged out in North Dakota, and driving 18 hours back out there in October was not at all conducive to our schedule. So we packed the truck and we headed to North Dakota in October. After a couple days of hunting with Kane and seeing the looks on his face and the enjoyment he was experiencing, we realized the ultimate meaning of this year's North Dakota trip. A new bow hunter was born.